Hello, everybody, and welcome to the It's All Love podcast. As you can see, Kentucky's hottest podcast coming to you with another fantastic episode. I am, of course, your host, Warren Wimber. Now, unfortunately, our other good friends, Kevin and Leo, could not be here today, but they're always with us in spirit. Now, back to my other amazing guest. I got the one and only who is tearing it up in the Latin music scene, Leu G. Tell him what it is, my man.
Oh, Leu G, the house. Thank you so much for the opportunity of being here with you. I've been following you since you started this going on, and you kind of just hit me up, and everything came out from there.
Even more than that, we actually went to high school together.
Exactly, went to Senegal High School, man. It's crazy.
Hey, man, Red Hawks out here doing big things, man, in 2 languages too.
Yeah,
you already know.
It's great.
So, man, kind of tell me a little bit about what's been going on. How have you been having all this success so far, man?
Well, my career started with another guy. I used to sing together with him.
Mm-hmm.
So it came to a time where visions were a little different from each other. So I started doing my own project as Leu G. I started actually last year. We grow a lot and learn a lot as an artist. You kind of start from the beginning. So you get more mature. You got to get, learn, commit mistakes. So I kind of went through that with the other guy. We had really great experiences. And now I'm as a Leu G, more experienced, artist, and working on my EP, which is called Vision. So I'll be working on that. Actually, we just came out the Latin Music Awards here in Kentucky. First time they did it. It was great. It was a great event. So I think that the community here is growing a lot more. We getting more people interested in the city as far as doing big events and stuff like that. So I'm really happy to be part of that as well. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And talk to us a little bit about that EP. What can we expect from it?
I'm really focused on working hard on my music. So that's why I only release I actually release 4 songs since I came out with my name Leu G as a single artist. The last one we released was Demasiado Serial. I did that with another good friend of mine down in Orlando, JP. JP, he's another good friend from high school. He didn't go to high school, but we know him from here too. So anyway, back to the EP. I wanted to call it Vision. So I'll probably do about 6-7 songs in it. I'm in the process of making it. And I want people to, I have my vision of where I want to be as an artist. So I want to kind of display that through my album or my EP. That's why I call it Vision.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I've got myself and 2 other friends. So, we could start like a Cuban boy band. I could be Leo H, Leo I. I got a whole Leo alphabet if you want, bro.
Hey, man, it's funny how I came up with that name. So I had a couple shows that I had to do. I had to with the other guy, and he moved to Miami, so I wasn't, I was by myself, so I wanted to have that transition from, hey, this is the last show we're doing, my new name is this, I'm coming with this project, so I'm on my way to Lexington. I had a show in Lexington that was due from the other guy. It was a quinceañera party, so I'm on my way there with who used to be my manager, and we were like, man, we gotta come up with a name. We didn't have any name, because we used to call Wilman Miguel, so I was using just my name, and I was like, I don't really want to use that anymore. I want to have more like an artist name. So we were like thinking, came up with different names, and what I did was, so I turned my name around. So it's Leu Jim. Now if you take the M and the I, it's Leu G. So that's how I came up with Leu G.
That's like some Da Vinci Code shit, man. Totally flipped it around.
I don't know. It sounds kind of like American and Latin at the same time. So I kind of like how it sounds, Leu G. So it's been I like it. I identify myself with the name.
Ring
so
to it, man. So yeah, I mean definitely, you took a risk, huh? Like going back and forth from Miami to here. I mean, like you really took a risk with this music thing. Do you ever have any regrets with anything you've ever done so far?
No, I think anything you do in life is gonna come with risks. Anything you do that is gonna get you somewhere is gonna have risk involved to it. So I enjoy doing music. I do it not just because I want to be an artist and world known. I do it because I like it. It fits my spirit. So it's one of those things that I will never stop doing. Even if I don't get to be what my vision is. But I'm pretty positive and I have faith on my project. I believe on everything you focus and you be consistent and you work hard for, you're capable to achieve it. So that's what I'm focusing on right now, working on myself, trying to get the best out of me, so I can become the best artist and be world known. So
yeah, absolutely. And what's your biggest goal, would you say, with this music?
I want the world to know my name, and I want to be this is my vision. So I want to bring something different as far as how I think as a human. Not only the music, and obviously you have to be well known in order to be a leader in the world. So through the music, I know I'll get there one day, and then I'll be able to kind of express how I am as a human to the people, and hopefully make a change on different lives. So
absolutely. And do you ever have any goals about bringing that music back to your home in Cuba? Or?
Oh, definitely. I mean, all the music I do obviously has is in my blood. So
of course.
I'm a little against the system in my country as far as the politics side of it. So it's probably gonna I would love to go sing over there and stuff like that. But I know if I go, I'm also gonna express my feeling against their what they feel about the politics there. So it's gonna cost me some travel, I know. Yeah. But that's why if I have the opportunity ever to go to my country and sing, obviously I'm gonna announce against what they're doing to my people. Absolutely. Because I really feel for that.
Absolutely. And I mean, speak on that a bit if you want to. I mean, if
it's another different topic.
Right. Of course.
Obviously I'm glad to be here in the USA, and there was a reason why I left my country. Right. And it's always gonna be on me. I had to separate myself from my dad at a young age. It really hurt me, and I have that on my feeling. I grew up, hearing my dad speaking and how he was against the socialism system. So, it's something really big for me. So.
So, kind of tell us a bit about your first big moment when you knew that you had something special, because I know that you've had big songs. Obsesionado Contigo is a huge song that was one of your biggest ones. Kind of tell us a bit about how you knew that you had something special in this music industry.
It's funny. I started with Wilmer. Just at a house, he always played music, and he had a piano. He's like, "Hey man, let's finish this song." I started writing in Cuba, so we got together. We started, finished the song, uploaded a video to Facebook, and people loved it. We started getting a lot of positive comments. We were kids back then, and I loved hearing. I love the way we created something. We're able to hear it, and we're able to show it to people, and people like it. So, I just, it became kind of addicted to it, like creating, doing music, and then having something that it's like a newborn, you have something, whenever you release a song, it's like something is yours, and you want people to, hear it and get excited about it. So when you get that response out of what you do, it makes you want to do more and more and more. So it's great seeing, people listen to your songs. I get videos, I get, messages all the time. Hey, I love this song. And I always get, also, I love when people tell me, hey, I think you should get better at this, you should do this differently, because it's all about learning and getting better on what you do. So I also love the both sides of it,
And you've even been noticed by quite a lot of artists. I've seen you've had photos with Farruko, Asmani Garcia, even Karol G posted under your most recent song, man.
Well, we had really, here we were a little well known through Wilmer and Miguel. So we earned respect based on what we were doing, and we had a lot of big artists came to the city to do shows and stuff. So we had the opportunity to actually talk to them and interact with them. I had a great opportunity to be in Vegas with Asmani Garcia. He was over there at the they do like a big event for the radio over there. So we were at the T-Mobile Arena. We shared time with him and everything. So it's good, because when you share time with those big artists, obviously their experience, they already been through what we're through the process, and that's where I'm going right now. So you get good experience from it, definitely.
And do you have any collaborations planned with these bigger artists?
I think I gotta earn that respect. You know,
of course.
So I don't think exactly. So it's a process, and I'm in that process. When it comes to it, I want to be prepared, and I want to use that opportunity as much as I can. So I don't think I'm ready yet. I'm working towards it. If one day they think I'm ready, or my music's out there, and they want to do a collab with me, obviously I'm more than open for that.
And do you have like a milestone set of like when you think that you're ready to start moving into bigger steps in the music industry?
I'm working towards it. Like I say, I'm mainly focusing on music. Trying to write. Try to find the right music for me. The right rhythm. That I feel comfortable launching, because if I want to put everything into like an album or EP, I want to do be the best way possible that I feel like. Right. So I'm in that process. I've been working with different producers, and we got some good stuff coming out. So
And what's your opinion right now on the climate? I mean, obviously Latin music has exploded. I mean, you've had artists that are reaching #1 on the American billboards now. What is your opinion on where you're at right now and where you see the state of Latin music?
I mean, here's what Americans are fusion right now a lot with the Spanish, with the Latinos, and I believe so is because Latinos actually got to their numbers. Before Americans were like up here, Latinos as far as number wise, there was a big difference. Now we're more at the same level.
Right.
So that's why you see Drake collaborating with Bob Bunny is a great hit. Mia, you see J Balvin collaborating with Travis Scott on that local song. So I mean there is big things going on right now together, and it's amazing how it's happening. Akon is singing in Spanish too.
Yeah.
Akon se va negreto.
Yeah, man.
So, I think it's awesome.
It's the best thing, man. And I mean, did you have any challenges? Because I mean, really before you. Honestly, I can't think of any other Latin artist that was popping out in the national scene. Do you see that you've got kind of like a weight on your shoulder right now for the Latin community in Louisville?
Well, I mean, there's some other artists in the city too that is doing a good job as well, and I want to bring that out as well. Like Gio Futuro, so he's doing a great job too.
About to start dropping,
there's some other good artists in the city as well, and I believe that if I'm able to make it big one day, or if I'm able to get my name out there, it's definitely gonna be good for the city as well. Because here's the thing: a lot of people tell me, hey, you're gonna have to move to Florida to be able to do something because Louisville is a small city. There's no huge Hispanic population, and I always tell themselves, and I always tell people, hey, it's not about where you are, it's about where you want to be and how how you work towards it. So I don't think being here is actually, I think, is a good thing, honestly. Right. So and we were discussing that earlier. Yeah. It's growing a lot. So I think it keeps growing every year. So we have a good opportunity all there. Our local artists from here to get out there. So
kind of tell us a bit about in your personal life, coming from a whole different country with a whole different language and then coming here to America. What was that like? How hard is that adjustment, man?
It's really hard. I mean, emotionally, I'd say for me, I was the happiest man that day.
Right.
Just because I got to see my dad after 11 months. We never thought we were going to reunite that quick after he left Cuba. Thank God my dad won a visa already, so we were able to reunite pretty quick. So I mean, those first weeks in the United States were amazing. Then when you start going to school, it's kind of tough because you have to learn a new process, you have to learn a new language. So you have to be really mentally strong to go through all that because I mean you go to school and everybody's ahead of you because you come fresh, you don't know the language. So it takes some time. And like I said, you have to be really mentally strong. I had a friend that unfortunately he went through some really bad depression just because he wasn't adapting well enough. So it could be bad. It could definitely a great opportunity to be in this country, and I'm happy every day, and I'll thank God every day about it. So
wow, I mean that's fantastic, man, that you've come here, you've adjusted so well. But you definitely think it's a tough process coming in here.
Definitely. Yeah, there are good things, obviously. There are positive things. And the negative thing is just that, I mean, everything is new. You know what I mean? You come to this new world like you're a newborn. So you got to basically go step by step. But, we're humans. Nothing is impossible. And, I'm a really positive person, so I stay positive all the time, and I look at the good side of it. My parents, they always help me, and I knew they brought me here for a reason. So I'm just glad to be here, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. And it seems like you've been making a big difference throughout your music, man. Do you ever think that maybe you're becoming kind of a role model for a lot of these people in the music community?
That's the goal. That's the goal. I'll be a role model when that day comes because I believe I'm not there yet either. You know what I mean? So hopefully I'm working towards it. When one day people look at my path and on my process, and be like, man, it's possible. Just like I look at some of the artists out there that started just like I did. Like most of the artists starting from the bottom, and look who they are right now. So they all have a process, and I'm going through that too. So. And
do you see yourself working with like a lot of the smaller artists even if you're big?
Just like I mentioned before, everybody have to earn their respect, and that right. Like just like me, if they come to me right now, obviously I won't turn it down. You know what I mean? But me going to them, I don't think it's my turn yet. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So they want me to, a big artist, they want you to go through what they went through because it gives you the experience. It teaches you something. So I believe, when I get big, obviously I would love to collaborate with the new artists coming up. But everything's got to be, I'm a really, as long as you have everything organized, you know what you're doing. It's not just because at the end it's a business.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you want to have the right people. You want to have the right mindset. That's where I want to get to it. So if they have the right mindset, welcome to, obviously.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. Let's play a little bit of this new single you just dropped.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Demasiado. If you haven't heard it yet, we're gonna drop we're gonna play a little bit here on the
JP.
mic. Hey, man, let's get
this
out.
Shout out to my boy JP Ravelo in Orlando, bro. We killed it with this song.
Hey.
Pero conmigo te viene.
Y'all usually gotta pay for these kind of concerts.
Dile que te como la última vez y qué pasó, yeah. Si te llama, no contestes.
Woo!
Si te llama. Yo.
Bro, that stuff was heat, man. Come on now. Y'all can't tell me this man ain't making some of the biggest fire. Now, a lot of people who don't know JP, man, don't know how good of an artist he is.
He's great.
Man. He's
a
hell of an artist.
Yeah.
But kind of tell us how y'all two decided to get to this collaboration, because you even went down to Orlando for the music video.
Well, I mean, we have beside music, we have a good friendship. We actually met him when he first got to the United States. So I got him to the school we're going. I was there with his first days and everything. So then he moved to Florida, but we always stay in touch, you know. So he started doing music. I was doing my project. He's got a unique project. I love it.
Yeah.
And we were like, I think we need to get together and come up with something. It took us a little while because we wanted to do it right.
Right.
And I think we found the right collab. So he sent me the beats. He actually sent me the part of the lyric and the beats. So I did my part, and then I went down there, recorded in his bedroom. It was just really, very amazing. We as a started artist, we go through a lot that people don't see.
Yeah.
So we did all that there at our own cost. So we ended up shooting a video down there.
Yeah, I mean,
he actually worked everything out. So I just went there. He had everything worked out with the camera guy and everything. So it went really well. I love the song. When he sent it to me, I was like, dude, it's gonna be a hit. I love the beat. He actually made the beat too. So he does make the beat too.
He's very talented, produces and everything. Yeah.
I was like, man, it's dope. I like it. Let's do it. And we decided we planned like a release day and everything, and it came out really good, honestly.
Wow. Yeah. So I mean, that's fantastic that you all are collabing like that, man, and that you're finding artists to make great music with. How would you say selective are you with picking out what songs you collab with? Well,
I try to work as organized as possible, because if I read a book and it says if you don't think like a millionaire, you'll never be a millionaire. Exactly. So if I don't work like the artists, like the big artists are working right now, I mean, obviously I can do it at the same scale. But if I try to do it as organized as possible, and everything is as on the right way, then I think you're doing a good job. So JP is one of those artists that we are all independent artists right now, but we still try to do things right. So he's one of them, and I really love collabing with people like that. I'm open to do different things outside of what I'm doing as far as music wise. So he's got his unique type of sound. So I always wanted to do something with him. He sent me the music, and we're like, man, I love it. You know what I mean? If I like the music, it's gonna be easy for me to write the song. It's gonna be easy for me to do everything. So I obviously have to like it first before I even commit to do something.
And how do you feel right now? Coming from such humble beginnings in Cuba and then being here now, how eye-opening is that for you right now?
I mean, I think we all got to stay humble, I really work hard to stay on that. We are humans, and sometimes, we're doing well and we forget that we where we come from. So I really focus on trying, on remembering where I came from. That helped me a lot with that, my family. So I never forget that, Yeah. I came from a little town. I'm here now in America. Great opportunities, and it's all about taking advantage of those.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're hoping to bring that knowledge back there to Cuba?
I mean, obviously, like I said, if when I get out there, and people start knowing me more than they do now, obviously I'm gonna try to make a change and help people as much as I can with how I think and what worked for me. I'm not against letting people know, what worked for me, because if it worked for me, it may work for you as well. You know what I mean? So if I can make a change for somebody, I'm open for that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, as we move on to our final question of the day, Leu G, te voy a preguntar algo en español.
Dale, hermano.
Que ya estás en camino de ser famoso. No sé si tienen consejo para otros artistas en ese mundo o otros latinos que quieren hacer música. No sé.
Claro, claro que sí. Pues honestamente, solo quiero decir que nunca dejes de hacer, si te gusta, no lo hagas ni por dinero, ni por la fama, ni por nada. Hazlo porque te gusta, hazlo porque realmente crees que es algo que pueda llegar algún día. Hazlo bien, enfócate, estudia el proceso. Todo es un proceso, todos empezamos en el mismo proceso que estoy yo, empezamos desde abajo. Concéntrate en hacer un buen trabajo y eso va por sí mismo. So.
And that's how we close it out. Y'all ain't doing this in these other podcasts.
Yeah,
Hey,
Leu
man,
G.
we'll catch y'all later. And just remember, man, whether you're black, white, Latino, or reggaeton artist, a rapper, a painter, a doctor, a lawyer, no matter what you are in this world, I always love to remind people that when you watch this show, when you see that logo, when you see the guest next to me, that at the end of the day, it's all love.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
Hey, man. Take care,
brother.
And we're out, man.